Tell Claude to help me prepare for my funding application. Get Claude to help me check my big messy folder of documents. Please help me basically gather it into a particular folder. So the last step is, okay, yes, please give me my laundry list. Hi, I'm Jenny. Over the last 4 years, we've helped thousands of small businesses and startup founders to access funding with one clear mission in mind: to make funding truly accessible to all. We knew yet another exclusive platform wouldn't solve for the financial inclusion problem that we saw and still see in the market today. Before AI was widely available, we anticipated that technology will have a huge role to play in driving up access to funding. And that's why we created FluentLab, our technology spin-off dedicated to reimagining funding experiences with AI-driven solutions. This brings us to MCP, Model Context Protocol. You can think of it as a universal adapter that connects the AI models with external tools and services and data sources. Standard chatbots often fail to get far with things that require deeply specialized knowledge, like funding. This leaves a gap from truly understanding your options specific to your business context through to being able to execute on it. Let me show you how our first MCP tool makes a step towards a new funding experience. Okay, first things first, let's assume we've done all the prerequisites in terms of loading in the MCP tools within the Claude desktop app. So there's two sets here, one which is the file server MCP tools, which allows the editing, the viewing, the searching of your local files, as well as our FluentLab MCP tools, which is all around the document checklist, which is specific to a funding program level for small businesses to access different types of funding options. Okay, let's go ahead and tell Claude to help me prepare for my funding application. What type of documents do I need to get together for a funding option called Export Marketing Fund in Hong Kong? We're now allowing it to call our tool, which is trying to grab both the name of the funding option as well as what that document checklist for that funding program is exactly needed. So you can see that it's coming back with what exactly is needed to prepare for this funding application. And then if you're like me, you might have this big messy folder of different type of documents that are sitting on your computer that may or may not meet some of this. So let's go ahead and get Claude to help me check my big messy folder of documents. Again, allowing the MCP tool to actually reach in to check, have a look at my documents that are in that folder. Now it's going through the different files that I have within that folder. It's going to continue to check. Now it's done a check, and based on the document checklist for that specific funding, which is the Export Marketing Fund, basically it's telling me what I have, what I don't have, and some next steps that I should be taking. Great to know that some of the documents on my computer, it meets the requirements for this funding option. Now, please help me basically gather it into a particular folder so that I can start preparing for this funding application and getting organized for this application. Again, allowing the MCP tools to kind of go in and help me organize my files that are relevant to the application into a folder named Export Marketing Fund Application. So they are doing this now, and it's giving me a summary of what's been organized and what's still pending. Okay, great. And now the last step is, okay, yes, please give me my laundry list. What do I need to do? Any further actions that I need to take to basically make this a complete application. And here we have it. a folder that organized the documents that are needed for this funding application. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. This demo was focused on organizing documents, specifically on a funding program level, which we have a lot of expertise on. Still a lot of room for imagination across the end-to-end journey of accessing funding, but definitely a step towards a much smarter, much more embedded funding experience. Check us out on Smithery. The MCP tool is now out there. You can definitely play with it as well. I hope you've enjoyed it. Stay tuned. There's much more to come.